Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. News, views, views on the news, another message to preach and teach. And y'all see the title. Guess who had a concert that sold out? All right. Um, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. I was looking at something and somebody said, should we apologize to each other? Should There was a lady that said black women should apologize to Afro men. And then somebody said, should we apologize to each other? Notice how the black woman always think we should apologize to each other, right? So here's the question. And this brings this up. What should the good man apologize to the black woman for? Understand this. What should the good man apologize to the black woman for who just summarily rejected him? Think about that question. What should the good man apologize to the black woman for that has rejected him all his life and then blamed him for every evil that she did while smearing him before the press and everything else? Period. Why should the good man that has been disassembled before everybody in the public due to the lie and vitriolic nature of the black woman have to apologize for anything? Period. This case right here, dang, somebody's up with me. Y'all up at 5 in the morning. But this case right here, this is going to be real short, but this case right here shows just how true and willfully wicked the modern day BAFs are. And this is why I'm calling this the way it is. If you look at the news, all right, this is what's in the news. As we get to our title character, all right, we're going to. You had women outside protesting against him, while you had women inside screaming a bunch of things. The club was filled with 80% women who was in support of the controversial R&B singer. Now, let me say this. I have more respect for those women than I have for like a Serena Williams that has been garbage to Afro men her entire life. She gets with a man that owns Reddit that's potentially a site for supremacists. And now she tries to tell other women, look at how traitorous they are. It's not that she goes and does that, but then she wants to go to Africa and still sit and consider herself part of the Afro community when she's not. You're with a Caucasian man, so you're not a part of this community anymore. So she can't speak to it anymore. All right. But here's something that I want you to understand. The people in the club shut down early, and people on social media called the police to the venue after seeing how successful the event was. Why did they call the police? Not because he did anything illegal, but he was having success. All right, this should be a frightening thing to everybody for this reason. These women, and let's be clear about it, the women in the Afro community has decided to rob any man of any freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to work, freedom to own or earn a living. Understand this. These women have decided this is why we need to leave them the hell alone. If we don't mess with them, if we don't help them, if we don't do crap for them and let the Most High judge them, we might get a community back that won't have them in it. Remember, as men, we don't need them. We don't need wickedness. Now, every good sister out there, we need wholeheartedly. Every good sister out there, we need wholeheartedly. But like 80% of the population that don't need no man, we don't need them. As a matter of fact, they are a detriment to the community. The women that were inside of the club, understand this, the women that were inside of the club, that packed the club, were more honest than the women protesting. They were more honest than the women that made a television program to try to take down another successful man because of the color of his skin. All this is happening because of the color of his skin. They didn't, not a single Caucasian man that was accused of anything with evidence has faced any charges. The guy, the Seventh Heaven, never faced charges, never went to jail, never went to court, never saw the inside of a court. I told y'all this is the new slave system, and that the women of the Black community are the slave masters. You don't have the supremacists coming to the Black community telling Afro men what they can and cannot say, who can work and who cannot work, where they gather together to try to shut them down. And this is why Afro men need to prepare like doomsday, preppers. Period. Because not only is it them, but they have their simps. All right. Women want his concert canceled, but other women want to go to it. So you got a group of women, understand this. You got a group of women that he ain't done crap to. He ain't been to court for anything. And trust me, they'll find a way to set him up. When Gloria Aldrich is in something, it's a setup. That means they don't have evidence, but she knows how to extort money from men using women. All right. This is some crazy stuff. Now, here is the craziest. This is not in support of R. Kelly. Because brothers don't support R. Kelly. I made this video to show you the hypocrisy of the so-called black community that is run by women. And I'm making this video to show you brothers and warn you that we need to leave these women alone. They absolutely feel like they have the right to rob us of any kind of freedom and dignity as soon as their feelings are hurt about anything. Now, let's understand this. R. Kelly did not kidnap anybody. He did not go out in the street. Everybody that went to his house went to his house. And as far as we know, with the big question mark Aaliyah and that girl in the film, where brother was like, and here's the thing. Y'all understand when that came out, right? I made a video about it, and I never bought any of R. Kelly's music. After that, I didn't even like his subject matter, so I wasn't caping for him like that anyway. But after that thing, and it wasn't because of the Relations Act, it was because of all the extra stuff. I was like, man, that's what Caucasians do to women on Ghetto Gaggers. I'm not supporting anybody that does that to any woman. So, bam, that was it. So I never really supported him. I don't support him now. Brothers don't cape for R. Kelly like that. It's the women that do. And trust, sure enough, this is not going to, it's in the news. But what I'm saying is not going to be able to see the light of day as far as monetization and all the rest of that stuff. And why is that? Because at the end of the day, right? The whole entire Afro community, the whole entire black community is being run on the feelings of black women who are so corrupt in their hearts that most of the stuff that they're doing is for the purpose of extortion. They want to extort resources from men. These are bandwagon people. The black women are bandwagon people. All right. Anybody that makes a show. All right. Remember, none of these women went to court. Y'all hear me, right? Not a single one of these women went to court. Not a one. Not one woman went to court and said, Judge, this man did some heinous activity to me. I want charges, and I want him to be brought to justice. No, these women are seeking money in lawsuits while hiring Gloria Aldrich because R. Kelly was unwise enough to let these women get too close to understand what he really had. And now they're putting on this act to seek some money. That's what this is all about. So, brothers, I keep telling you, we just need to leave them the hell alone. Period. Don't help them. Don't do anything for them. Unless you run up against a sister. There's a sister that's on my channel that's up in South Carolina that I will always do stuff for, so that y'all don't get it twisted. Right now I'm thinking of something to get her. And mind you, we ain't in no relationship, but I know she's a sister. She supported me, right? So I always think of her when I go somewhere so I can get something to send to her and stuff like that and stuff, because that's a real sister. There's one up in Fort Worth, a real sister. Y'all know Mecca Dawn. I consider her a real sister. Woman of the past, a sister from another mother. All right. I got Charlotte, a sister. Forte 7, a sister. Right? But the one in North Carolina, particularly, always supported me. It's a sister. Right? So I'm going to support that. The rest of them, they have shown themselves to be nothing but people that want the total elimination of Afro men within the community. Period. We need to leave them alone. We need to get them out of our midst. If they can't be ride or die with a good man, and they're showing that they can't be, then we need to leave them alone. It's all about extortion for them, not righteousness, not anything. If the dude did something so bad, they would be in court and not in a lawsuit for, like with Gloria Aldrich and stuff. All right. This system the system right here is so ratchet and crooked that it needs to die a slow death. No, a quick one. Y'all better be glad that Trump is the one that's in office. With that said, I'm out, y'all.